Dear students, welcome to my presentation. I am Vinay Kumar C, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, SVS College, Bantwal. The subject Cost and Management Accounting 1, second year BCom of A and B section students. So already we are completed chapter 3 chapters. Now we are on to the chapter number 4. So this is the chapter relates to material control. So we are all familiar with material. So the material may be in the form of direct material and as well as the indirect material. There are material like raw material. It is comes under the direct material. So in an organization, majority 60% of the portion which is used as a raw material. Hope you are all familiar with an organization. In an organization, there are number of divisions. Maybe store division is one of that. So for the purpose of production, the raw material is completely depends. So raw material is too important. So how to maintain raw material in an organization? So there is a need of a control. So if you don't have that control, so you are not going to have a proper control over purchase and proper control over maintenance of raw material and also the proper control over issue of the raw material to the production. Like that the problem will be arises. So material control is too important for the examination purpose. In an examination, the questions may be towards a bin card and also for the preparation of store ledgers like FIFO method, LIFO method like that, and also the average method like that. The number of questions, practical questions may be came to your examination for 22 marks, 10 marks, and as well as 5 marks also. For the purpose of learning, so this chapter is too easy and also it is dependable. Anyway, we learned why the control is required for material. Is it any definition towards material control? Yes, there is some definition given by an author. He says the systematic control over the purchasing, storing, and also the using of material and maintain a regular supply of materials as and when they are needed and avoiding the excessive investment in stores. So why it is important? So in an organization, the minimum and also the maximum balance of raw material in stores is too essential. For example, every day the 500 units of production used to be done by a manufacturing division. Okay, right. So what about the maintenance? What is the minimum storage of raw material in store division? The minimum should be 1000. What should be the maximum? The maximum should be the 10,000, like that. So this is the standard. You should maintain that standard. Otherwise, the problem may be arise. What type of problem? The raw material price may be increasing. The raw material price may be decreasing. So it is negatively impact to your your sales also and as well as the production also. So that's why a material control, it is completely related to the systematic control over purchasing and also issuing and as well as the storing of raw materials in an organization. So there is a 3 stages which comes under the material control. One is purchasing of material, another one is storing of material, and last one is issue of material. So each and every points is too important. So when you are going to purchase the material, so when there is a less price towards the raw material, so then you are go on buy a bulk of raw material to your organization. It may reduce your expenses. So and also storing of material is also too important. You should not store the bulk of materials. For example, a store division may require the capacity of 10,000 units. So you should not cross more than 10,000 units. So that is also a negatively impact to your production. So and also issue of material is also important. So how much material they are required for a production, that much of material should be sent. So, okay, you should not send more than that. or you should not send less than that. So that is that type of systematic process will be happen in the manufacturing division. So now comes to the point of what type of objectives is to be in material control. The first one is availability of the material. So you go anywhere in any type of organization, the availability of material is too important. All the types of materials in the factory, so that the production may not be held up for want of any material. Therefore, minimum quantity of material and fixed to permit the production to move on the schedule. So I give one best example. You go and visit some type of cloth industries, okay, maybe Raymond or maybe the Eskumar, like that industries are there. So under that industry, I give one example like store division in Eskumar division. So how they are maintaining the store division. For example, for the manufacturing of any cloth, any shirts or pants, any type of clothes, so they require what is raw material. So the raw material is cotton, right? So that cotton will be in a different color. Okay, some process will be held, and after that process, different types of color should be added to the cotton. It may be in the form of red, green, like that. So the design, according to the design, the different type of colors may be maintained. So each and every color there should be a yarn. So yarn ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ದಾರದ ಉಂಡೆಗಳು. ಸೊ ದಾರದ ಉಂಡೆಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಯಾವ್ದು ಡಿವಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಬಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲು ಕಾಟನ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿದು. ಸೊ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ಸು, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯಾರ್ನ್ಸ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಯಾರ್ನ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಯಾರ್ನ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಕಾಟನ್ ಯಾರ್ನ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಲರ್ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್. ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ನೋಡಿ A to Z ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, A to Z ಪಿನ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 26 ಬಿನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಬಿನ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಲರ್, ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಬಿನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಜೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಯಾರ್ನ್ಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಯಾರ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಡಬ್ಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಏನು, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಏನು, ಸೊ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸೊ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, the first objective is to be the availability of the material is the first objective. Second one, no excessive investment in material. Sometimes what the organization is doing, so the raw material is available for less price. You are buying a bulk and bulk because so you don't buy the bulk and bulk because the storage capacity of your raw material division, store division is ನಾಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮದೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇವಾಗ 10,500 ಅಂತಿದ್ದರೆ 10,500 ಮಾತ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, AC ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಕೀಪರ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿನ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬರ್ಡನ್ ಉಂಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್, ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕರ್ಡ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಿ storage of that material. Okay, that type of problem may be arises. If for example petroleum product, especially in India, we are not maintaining the more than that requirement. So requirement ಇಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಲೈಕ್ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೋರ್. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಆವಾಗ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟು ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್. ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಈ ಒಂದು ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್. ಪ್ರೈಸು ಬಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು, ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಪ್ರೈಸು ಪ್ರತಿ ಬ್ಯಾರಲ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೈ? ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಡನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಡನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮೈನ್ ರೀಸನ್, ದ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ and the reason may be, okay, that's why the no excessive investment in material. So even though how much importance you are going to give the storage of that material, even though you can give the more importance to the other aspects like planning, organizing, coordination, recruitment, so like that. So there are number of divisions are there, so each and every division is too important. You don't give much importance to only the storage. So that's why no excessive investment in material is the objective of material control. So another one is a reasonable price. While purchasing the material, it's seen that is the purchase at a reasonable low price without sacrificing the quality, and the materials purchased should be of that quality alone which is needed. Another objective is you don't compromise with the quality. So, okay, the quality should be whatever the quality you are using for your production, that quality should be maintained, okay, and the price should be less. So, according to that, you go for quotation and you select the seller for your for purchase of raw material. So, reasonable price. You need to apply this objective. You should have this type of objective. Okay. For example, I give the examples like this: the raw material which is available for rupees 1000 for 1 unit. Another seller is ready to give the same product, the same quality for rupees 900. So, which selection you may done? So, the alternative may be available. Okay, you need to select the reasonable price. Those who are the company, those who are the seller who give the less price that product. Okay, that company you should be choose. So, that is the objective of material control. So, and also you should maintain the minimum wastage, and also the risk, spoilage and obsolescence, that material must be avoided. Somewhere some type of problem maybe arises. Okay, what type of problem? Spoilage. So this is the one type of wastage. Simply you are wasting your raw material. So there is no systematic maintenance of raw material. This type of spoilage maybe happens, obsolescence maybe took place. So you are kept for long term. Okay, the quality of that raw material may be decreasing. Okay, the new technology maybe came, so that is obsolescence. So that's why within the time you should complete that production. So you don't kept for long term, don't kept maximum requirements. Okay, so then more than maximum requirements. Then another one is information about availability of raw material. So these are the various objectives of raw material. Next, move on to the essentials of material control. The coordination, centralization of purchasing, schedule of a material, classification, codification of material, inspection of material, usage of standardized forms, storage of material, issues of material, perpetual inventory system, and fixation of stock level. These are the various types of various functions, that means features of raw material. So next, move on to the purchasing of material. So the purchasing of material having two types. One is centralized purchasing, another one is decentralized purchasing. So purchasing of all type of material in correct quantities, right time, at the most economical price should be entrusted to this department. It is headed by the purchase manager. So there is some type of people, they are working in an organization, they called as purchase manager, and also we called as a supply manager. He is having some responsibility. So you need to have those responsibility, and you should fulfill those responsibility. The responsibility like the purchase of raw material at right time, okay, at right price, at right person. Okay, that is too important. Okay, so if you don't have that type of knowledge, it is become a negative impact to your company. Anyway, we move on to the next topic, that is types of purchasing. So already I told that there is a two type of purchasing. Under the central purchasing, there is only one department is taking all the responsibility towards the purchasing of raw material. So There is another one, decentralization of purchasing. So here there are several departments are there, and each and every department they should take their own responsibility to purchase the raw material of different products requiring different types of material. So these are the two types of purchase of raw material. Okay, anyway, we learned a few things about the material control. So in next classes we are going to do some problem towards material control. Thank you for watching.